So we are looking at the VinFast's VF8. This is a 2023. This car did not get great reviews in 2023. And I'm seeing from here some first gen issues. I'm joined by Jack.
Hi.
So we're back at Platt Auto doing the thing. They are kind enough to not just let me come and check out vehicles, but actually message me when they get new stuff in that they know I haven't seen.
I knew you'd want this one.
You were right. So first gen issues, I mean, my God, that's a panel gap I can see from space, and it's inconsistent with the others. We got to accept a bit of that, you know?
Yeah,
First gen,
Tesla
what do you
showed
want?
you that we can be worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Have panel gaps.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. A trillion, you mean?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong letter.
Yeah. Oh, but those days are in the past. Just don't look at the Cybertruck.
Yeah, just ignore that. Don't put your fingers in it.
Yeah. Well, we're all a work in progress.
This door's a little high, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little, and I mean, this line is clearly, but these are things that I notice because
It's your job to
it's my job to
You gotta
notice.
notice these
Yes.
things.
And in terms of, let's see if it's open. Here we go. Good space.
It's pretty big.
It is, you know, this is the form factor. This is the popular CUV kind of deal. Room for a spare.
Sure.
It's got, the Asian manufacturers tend to focus more on the UI, and the screen looks good from
Big
here.
screen.
We will be addressing that on the drive, but there are reasons you might wish to buy this. Yeah.
It's not that cool.
Okay, well,
Requires exercise.
I mean, it has the button, but all right. Well, the styling, it looks to me fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. If it's for you, then that's your answer. I think there are very few of this form factor that are actually good looking.
Right.
I would say the Mach-E is one of them.
The Mach-E is special looking. The I-Pace is special looking. But most of them are just car.
Yeah. I would say the Model Y, a lot of people like it. I think the old Model Y is a little generic. I think the new Model Y is a lot less
It
generic,
helps a lot.
but
Full
not
light
for
around the
everybody.
back.
Yeah. Well, you don't always need all the little things, but this is their first effort. So I'll go take it for a drive right now, and then we will discuss at the end a couple big reasons why you might wish to consider buying it. So I am sitting in the VinFast's VF8. I've probably already talked with Jack on the outside of it, but this is interesting. And I'm going to walk you through it while we drive it. I've driven it about 50 feet, and I already have some thoughts. Let's share. So we've got some good climate control stuff. Let's turn off the AC. That's a neat visualization. That's a nice touch. Make this a little warmer. The car looks great inside. I had a chance to see one at Fully Charged in San Diego in 2022 or 3. I think it was 2022. It was right when they were first coming out. And my impression then was the same as my impression now. This looks fantastic. You've got a USB that does normal, a USB that does a lot more juice, probably a 6.5 watt guy. This is your shifter, drive, neutral, reverse, and pork. This has 20,000 miles on it, and it is a $25,000-ish vehicle, but we're going to find out how it drives momentarily. Fantastic. Let's get to it. So you can look out the window, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to hit drive, and the first thing I notice is the steering is real, I don't know, both loose, and the drive is bouncy.
Yeah, it is.
Now the 2023 kind of famously had, and the brakes are not as responsive as I was expecting. and it creeps. I don't know if that's something I can get to, but is this my settings way over here? It is. Media, vehicle, drive aids. So if you've never had any kind of aids, this is traffic sign recognition. Oh, it's all turned on. Let's do it. Lane warning and steer, sure. Driving, adaptive cruise control, highway assist. Is that something? Video on, oh yeah. Camera, fine. Would sure be nice if I could. Well, maybe it's in settings. Devices, nope, that's, what about this guy? Valet mode, nice to have. Easy access, in and out, that's great. Okay, well, good enough. We'll just get out of there and we'll go. And flooring it, that's floored. Okay, so in terms of performance, not exciting. It does have, I don't know if you can move the camera over enough to see it, but it's got a heads-up display. So right here in front of me is speed. Can't really see it, but I can. I can see the heads-up display. I can see my speed and lane and all that. Boy, the throttle is unresponsive. And it's pretty loud. The motors are pretty loud. The seat warmers feel great. I'll say that. It's warning me constantly about that I'm 2 miles over the speed limit. It's a little obnoxious. I wonder if I drift out of my lane if it will try and correct me. Oh, it did. Hey, that was nice. Let's try that again. Drifting out, corrective. Okay, well, that's pretty good. We'll do a proper lane change. It lets me go just fine. Did not want to cancel the, but we got it canceled. Yeah, yeah, what do you think of that? How's that feel? Boaty and unresponsive? Yeah. Worth noting, this is the first generation of this car. You have to expect a little bit of nonsense. On the way back, we'll see if I can change lanes without a blinker or if it just freaks out and says no. But I will say the drive feel is not great. The steering is, and I'll tell you that anyone who took this to the big VinFast's track day in Vietnam, who gave it rave reviews, I hope that they were not driving this, because if they were, their credibility is, I need I need to believe that the vehicles that they were allowed to drive at that demo were finely tuned and maybe had different or better parts, because this ride is inconsistent with all of the in-person reviews that I saw from the VinFast showcase in Vietnam back, I don't know, 2 years ago. Oof, that creep is not my favorite, but I know a lot of people prefer it. So I'm not going to mark down points for that. Okay. Boy. So the acceleration in this particular VinFast feels like slower than chill mode in a long-range Tesla, without a doubt. to see if I can. Does this have any settings? Nope, that's just my battery. Yeah.
So bouncy.
It's really bouncy. Well, they apparently did not have the correct suspension for a vehicle of this weight. It's pretty heavy, and it feels like it. It feels like it's heavy. And even with as bouncy as it is, I can still feel every bump in the road. So that's... I'm going to try and change lanes without a blinker.
Oh.
Okay. That's fine. It just beeped, resisted, but still let me power through it. That's fine. Boy. And
What does that mean?
it's screaming at me because I'm going 5 miles over the speed limit. I'm sure you can adjust that, but guys, come on. Very silly. Here we go, 5 over. Oh, now it's not beeping at me. Maybe it was beeping about something else, but I don't know what. I hope they've had a chance to tune it. I would say, that was the speed limit again. Now it's... So that's exciting. I don't think exciting is maybe the word I was going for. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a VinFast investor and you have not driven one, please do. I'm looking forward to driving the 2025s, some of the other models they have. This is unrefined and unacceptable. But there is a reason you might still want to buy it, and that is if you have battery longevity or just vehicle longevity concerns. I don't know. I'll put it up here. I'm trying to park it somewhere that they can easily put it back. But it is Sunday, so this whole parking area is available. The backup camera's nice. Oh God, that's got to be a 10 frames a second. I don't know how I feel about that. The warranty is absolutely outrageous and fantastic, but I don't know if it matters. Gotta fasten seatbelts. You're in park, but you still, my friend, my brother, you need to fasten your seatbelt. So I don't know what any of that's about. That was, The warranty is bumper to bumper, 10-year, 100,000 mile. I think Jack surely said it already in the intro. Even with that, and it's 25,000. So with the federal credit, you're looking at like 21, 22. At that point, you're getting into a pretty affordable car. I don't know, man. I don't think they should have released this just yet. I think they needed to spend a little bit more time tuning it. But I will look forward to driving other VinFasts that are newer and have the refinements that are hopefully available. We shall see. So what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it. Leave it. I beg of you. No, I require it. And I can't wait to hear from you clever robots when I get a chance, I guess.